So a lot of the same philosophies apply. So let's just talk a few of the numbers. So GDP in Canada, on average for 2011, was growth of about 2.5%, and it is driven tremendously by consumer spending. Employment or unemployment right now is 7.5%, which is down almost 1 to 1.2% from last year, so it's going down. So the fundamentals of the Canadian economy are so incredibly strong. Now, what's happening with RE/MAX in Canada? Because this is great. We have 18,570 associates throughout all of Canada. That is huge. And if you were to take all the Canadian regions, put them together, all of the regions increased in agent count, office count, number of transactions, and sales volume across the board. That's huge. We are so proud of you. And do you want to really get jealous? All right. A RE/MAX agent makes, on average, their average commission throughout Canada, $134,000 a year on an average sale price of, depending on where you are, anywhere between $350,000 and $500,000. That's what the average sale price is. Not bad, you guys. Enjoy it. We remember those times. The other thing going on is you've got hot markets like Vancouver and Toronto who demand, So I thought I would go through every single country and give you an update on GDP and employment, starting with Albania. All right, no, I won't. But I will look at a few big areas that we have outside of North America because our growth is tremendous. So first, let's look at Europe. Now, I think a lot of you have read about Europe this year, don't you think? Just a little bit. The fact is, some countries are doing okay. Other countries like Greece and Ireland are still struggling. There's no question. But as for RE/MAX in Europe, the signs are incredibly positive. Now listen to this. After setting a record for the number of transactions that they sold in 2010, in 2011, they beat it by another 15%, growing in transactions throughout Europe. We have 1,500 offices throughout Europe. We have more than 11,700 associates in Europe. And market share is on the rise in Germany, in Austria, and in Switzerland. And think about this, in Germany this year, in 2011, they hit the 1,000 agent mark in Germany, which is incredible. And they are now the #1 real estate organization in Germany. Congratulations to all those in Germany. And gross commission income, get this, grew by 11% in Israel and 12% in Italy. All right. And RE/MAX Turkey had a 30% increase in the number of transactions that they completed. Woo-hoo. Right in front. Oh yeah. Anyway, while some countries are still facing tough economic times, I'll tell you what, RE/MAX in Europe, you know, the global economic crisis has definitely touched South Africa in recent years, but they are starting to see signs of life again, which is good. You know, after nearly nonstop growth in the 90s and the early 2000s, you know, 2009 had declined in GDP. 10 is about the same, 11 is about the same. They're projecting some good growth in 2012 throughout the area. But Peter Gilmore opened up RE/MAX in South Africa in, are you ready for this, 1994 already. Wow, that is incredible. And today, RE/MAX in South Africa is the #1 real estate organization there. Congratulations to everyone from South Africa. And this is interesting to me. So the real estate market there, the number of their transactions, their business increased by 4%. RE/MAX's business in the same year increased by 25%. So obviously buyers and sellers know who the best are, and they're giving their business to RE/MAX, which is great. We also added 132 new offices and more than 400 sales associates in the past 12 months. That's tremendous growth, even in a tough market. But here's a story that I like. You know, we keep talking about that RE/MAX, we share ideas and we learn from one another. And it doesn't matter what country we're from, we share and we learn. Well, Peter Gilmore watched what was happening in the United States. And he saw as our market declined that we took on the task of educating our agents and our brokers about distressed properties, specifically the CDPE, Certified Distressed Property Expert. Well, when his market started to do what was happening in the US and it started to decline, he brought the CDP over to South Africa and now has 461 agents that are CDPE certified in the South Africa and the whole Southern Africa. That is huge. That's where we share ideas. We are global. So congratulations to Peter and to Val and to all of you in RE/MAX Southern Africa. You make us so proud. We're glad you're here. Okay, one more. India. Sam Chopra went to India only 3 years ago, 2009. And in 3 years, we've grown by 86 offices. We have 300 agents. And this year, he expanded into 2 new regions in India, which I would be happy to tell you the name, but there was no way I could pronounce it. So you're just going to have to believe me, there were 2 new areas there. But see, that's another example of the power of the brand and the brand name in global expansion, because it took a lot longer than that in other areas because they didn't know what RE/MAX. And Guyana, and in all of Latin America, our office count grew by 40%, and we added 763 new associates throughout all of Latin America in the last 12 months. That's tremendous. You know, we keep saying it, and we're going to say it over and over. We are a global brand. You know, when RE/MAX started, it was RE/MAX of Colorado, then it was RE/MAX of America, and then it was RE/MAX International. And Dave always said, we're RE/MAX Intergalactic. That is going to be next, because we are definitely global right now. But we are positioned better than any other country out there to capitalize on this global marketplace. Now, if you're in the United States, whether you're here or watching on RU, you're sitting there and saying, okay, so what does growth in India or Brazil or anywhere else have to do with me and my business? Well, in 2011, approximately $100 billion of United States property were sold to overseas and foreign buyers. $100 billion worth. That's huge. So now you're sitting there saying to yourself, okay, how do I get a piece of that? And how do I get in touch with those global buyers and sellers? Because boy, I got some listings I could show them, right? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here's how. So in 2011, we launched global.remax.com. Yes. We are so excited about this. And that's what it is. It is the world's international website connecting all of these global markets into one web portal that people are able to go out there and take a look. So here's what we have so far. We have 600,000 listings from 70 countries. We've already generated 1,000 leads based upon that. And here's the cool thing. Buyers can search in 32 different languages, which is huge. No other real estate company has what we have. Here is a short video to fill you in a little bit more on global.remax.com.
Global.remax.com is a game changer.
There is no competitor that has any type of a site like global.remax.com. That gives us a very unique competitive advantage.
Global.remax.com is not just a new website. It's a revolutionary real estate portal that allows consumers to search through hundreds of thousands of home listings from around the world.
It doesn't matter the language, the currency, the country, the time zone, it doesn't matter.
Within a click, go on the website, I choose a country that my client is interested in, find the colleague, find the agent who runs the property, ask for the details, and within a short time, I get everything I need.
Global.remax.com offers me the huge listing advantage when I'm on a listing presentation. When somebody else says they're international, I can blow them away. We're in 86 different countries, and we have over 85,000 associates. Now I can connect. I can literally show them on my computer exactly what that looks like. Then I can show them how their listing is going to show up in Germany, in German. That is exciting. That gives them something to say, you know, that's what differentiates you from any other agent on any other listing presentation.
So think about it as a new tool that is going to allow you to get more listings, it's going to allow you to close more business, to get more referrals, and then to sell your properties faster.
When I go and refer a customer to a RE/MAX agent overseas, I know they will get service, they will get the knowledge, they'll get the experience, and most of all, they'll get the property sold or buy what they like and be happy with it.
We've got to go outside our borders. If we don't embrace global networking, if we do not use global.remax.com, we will miss the boat. And that's where RE/MAX has it in the bag.
This is exactly what has kept RE/MAX in the #1 position throughout the years. Our ability to understand our clients and then fulfill their needs.
And over time, as the word spreads that this is really the only truly international website, it will become the gold standard.
And for the agent that still thinks that they're going to sell their homes exclusively to local buyers, they've really taken themselves out of the presentation of probabilities.
This is a global world. This is a global economy. And if we think what happens in Europe, what happens in Greece, what happens with the euro, what happens with the Canadian dollar, if we think those things don't affect us on a local level, we really have an impoverished view of the world.
The fact is no world sells more real estate than RE/MAX. This is another great example of that.
Global.remax.com.